नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परमः कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर् गोविंद सर्वकारण कारणम्। ओम तत्सत्। हरे कृष्ण। By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Shri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest and topmost knowledge, Pavitram Idam Uttamam. By Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna has taught us very clearly about how to achieve perfection, how to attain Siddhi. From Bhagavad Gita, we are understanding very clearly that we are controlled by the three modes of material nature in this material world. This is a material world. Our body is made up of matter, but we are not made up of matter. The soul is always there, but in this material world, when we are here in this material world, we are struggling. We are suffering. The soul cannot be killed. That we understand very clearly from Bhagavad Gita, especially when we studied in the second chapter, 20 slokas from 11 to 30. In each and every sloka, Krishna has taught us very clearly that the soul is always there. In fact, in the very first answer itself, when Krishna started giving to Arjuna, because Arjuna asked the question that Karpanya doso upagata svabhavaga prichamitvam dharma sammuda chetaga yastreyasya nischitam bruhit tanme sisyaste agam sadimam tvam prapannam. So I have lost all my composure because of miserly weakness. Karpanya doso upagata svabhava prichamitvam dharma sammuda cheta. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is good for me. Yastreyasya nishchitam bruhit tanme. I am your disciple. Sisyaste aham. Sadimam, please instruct me. Tvam prapanam, I have surrendered unto you. So in that situation, Arjuna surrendered unto Krishna and asking him to tell him what is good for him. So what was the very first sloka? Krishna said that Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Asochyanan Vasochastvam Prajnavadamscha Bhashase Gathasuna Gathasumscha Nanusochanti Panditaha. Asochan Anvasochastvam. So there is no need for lamenting, but you are lamenting. So you are lamenting for no reason. That's what asochan anvasochastvam. Prajnavadamscha bhasase. When speaking like a learned person, only you are talking, you are speaking like a learned person, but you don't know anything. You are lamenting for no reason. Arjuna was literally crying in the battlefield. His eyes were full of tears. Asrupurna kulekshanam. Soka samvigna manasaka. That was Arjuna's situation. His body was trembling. His whole body was trembling. His limbs were quivering, and his mouth was drying up. His skin was burning, and he couldn't do anything. So in that situation, Arjuna is asking Krishna to help him, but Krishna is simply telling Arjuna that you are worrying for no reason. Drishtvaimam swajanam Krishna yuyutsam samupastitam sidanti mama gatrani mukham cha parisusyate vepatusche sarire me romaharsascha jayate gandipam samsate hastat tvakchaiva paridahyate. That was Arjuna's situation. When seeing all my kinsmen, all my relatives assembled here, Drishtvaimam swajanam Krishna, yutsam samupastitam, assembled here for fighting. So when I see all my relatives are assembled here for fighting, so my mouth is drying up, all my body parts my body is trembling, vepatuscha sariremi, and my hairs are standing on end, roma harsascha jayate, and my bow, kandipa, is slipping from my hand, kandipam samsate hastat, and my skin is burning, tvakchaiva paridahyate. In that situation, Arjuna is asking Krishna to tell him what is good for him. How can I counterattack with arrows? My guru, that is Drona, and my grandfather Bhishma, they are worthy of my worship. Katam Bhishma maham sanke dronam cha madhusudana isubhihi pratiyotsyami pujargav arisudana. You are a Madhusudana. You are Madhusudana. You are Arisudana. You kill the demon Madhu. You kill your enemies Arisudana. But you are asking me to kill my own teacher and my grandfather. How can I counterattack them with arrows? They are worthy of my worship. Puja of Arisudana. But still Krishna is telling Arjuna that you are worrying for no reason. Because Gatasuna gatasumscha nanu sochanti panditaga. A pandita, a learned person, does not lament neither for living nor for dead. So what Krishna is teaching us very clearly, that we have to always live in the consciousness that we are the soul, not the body. We should be able to see only soul everywhere, not the body. Because in the next sloka itself, Krishna said in the sloka number 12 in the second chapter to Arjuna that Natvevaham jatu nasham natvam neme janadipaga nachaiva na bhavishyamaga sarve vayam mataha param. So, Natveva aham jatunasam. There was never a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to exist. We are there all the time. So, the soul cannot be killed at all. Na hanyate hanyamane sarire. When the body is destroyed, the soul is destroyed. We understand from chemistry, we understand that this body is simply made up of matter. It's only bonds, different types of bonds. Carbohydrates, protein, fat, all these things. That's what this body is made up of. That's it. This body always changes. This is always changing. Every day is changing. Every day we are losing our body. Our cells are getting replaced with new cells. New cells are every day. Most of the cells, 24 hours, it just changes. So, but as per science also, every 7 years, the complete body is changing, totally different cells. So even if you get into the atomic level, molecular level, this body is completely changing. That's why Krishna told Arjuna that Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tata dekhantara praptir dhiras tatra na mukhyati. So being inside this body, Dehinosmin yatha, how? Dehe, kaumaram, yavvanam, jara. So kaumaram deha, yavvanam deha, jara deha. So that is the boyhood, youth, and old age body. So different types of bodies we are changing. Being inside this body itself, our body is changing. That's what we see it. That's what we know it. The person doesn't look the same all the time. Over a period of time, even we ourselves know how we looked at a young age and now, and even at old age, we know how others are looking. So all these things are changing. This body is always, so that means this body is dying. While living inside this body itself, we are dying. We have died so many times while living in this body itself. That is the reality we need to understand. Even if a person lives up to 100 years, like that is a very difficult thing, but assuming even 78 years, easily 10, 12 times a person is changing the body, completely changing the body. So nothing is constant. In this material world, everything is changing. So that's what they say, that change is the only constant. But the soul, it will not change at all. Na sato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sataka, ubayorapi drishtvontas tvanayos tattvadarshibhiki. Asattaka vidyate na bhavo. So the one which is asattaka, which is temporary, which is not real, which is temporary. So it will always change. So there is no endurance. So that's what na bhavo. Whereas na abhavo vidyate sataka. The sataka, so the one which is permanent, so it will never change. Na abhavo, it will never change. There is a soul. So the soul, we are not the body. The soul is never going to change. The soul is always the same, and we should be able to understand. The sole purpose of this Bhagavad Gita is to understand that we are not the body, we are the soul, and act accordingly. So that means we should achieve perfection. We should achieve Siddhi. So once we get Siddhi, so that means we are freed from the three modes of material nature. So we are freed from all the sinful reactions. So that means we are not going to come back again to this material world. That's what we are studying in the 18th chapter now about the Siddhi. And how we can get that Siddhi, that perfection. That is only possible. Swakarmana tam abhyarchya siddhim vindati manavaha. That's what we studied. Yataga pravrittir bhutana yena sarvamidam tatham swakarmana tamabhyarchya siddhim vindati manavaha. So, from whom all these living entities have come, yataga pravrittir bhutana, by whom this whole world is, everything is pervaded. Yena sarvam idam tatam. Swakarmana tham. So unto him. Tam means unto him. So worshipping him. Swakarmana tam abhyarcha. So if we just do all our activities only for the satisfaction of Krishna, by worshipping Krishna, then we will be able to achieve perfection. Siddhim vindati manava. That's why Krishna said in the 9th chapter very clearly that Yat karosi, yat dasnasi, yat jugosi, dadasi, yat tapasyasi kaunteya, tat kurusva madarpanam. So whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering unto me. So whatever we do, we should do it only for Krishna. That's what is very important. Only as an arpana on Krishna. So we have to listen to Krishna. We have to follow Krishna's instructions. We have to follow Krishna's matam, Krishna's religion. That's what is very important. Te me matam idam nityam anutistanti manavaga shraddhavanto anasuyanto muchyante tepi karmabhihi. If you just follow Krishna's instructions with faith, without envy, saddhavanto anasuyanto, then we will be freed from all the reactions, all the bondage from this material world. Muchyante tepi karmabhi. But those who doesn't follow Krishna's matam, te me matam idam anutistanti manavaga. Etvetat abhyasuyanto nanutistanti me matam. But out of enviousness, not accepting Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So those who do not follow Krishna's instructions, then what is going to happen? Sarvajnana vimudatma viddinashtana chetas. They will be bereft of all knowledge and they will be simply acting like fools only. That's what we need to understand. So for us, in order to get Siddhi, in order to do everything, we just have to follow Krishna's instructions. Follow what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. If we give up Krishna's instructions, then we are not going to get Siddhi. Then we are not going to be happy. Then we are not going to get the supreme destination, Krishna's will. That's what Krishna said very clearly. Yas sastramidim vitsujya utsujya vartate kamakarataga nasa siddhim avapnoti nasukam naparam gati. The Sastra Vidim Utsrujya, one who gives up the Sastra with the scriptural injunctions. So this Bhagavad Gita is the Sastra. Iti gukhyatamam sastram idam muktam mayanaga. Etad buddhva buddhiman shat kritakrityasya cha bharata. So this Bhagavad Gita is the Sastra. Anyone who gives up this Bhagavad Gita, who don't follow this Bhagavad Gita, ye Sastra Vidim Utsrujya, vartate kamakarataga, one who simply acts because of his selfish desires. Kamakarataga. Nasasiddhim avapnoti nasukam na param gatim. He is not going to achieve siddhi. He is not going to achieve perfection. He is not going to be happy at all. Na sukam. And he is not going to go to the supreme destination. Na param gatim. That's what we understand from Bhagavad Gita. So just by following Bhagavad Gita, just by understanding that we are not the body, we are the soul, and Krishna is the super soul, and realizing and understanding that Krishna is the supreme Lord, and developing that love and affection, that's what is very important. We need to get that love towards Krishna. We should be loving Krishna, not loving anyone else in this material world. We should be loving Krishna. In fact, without loving Krishna, we cannot love anyone else also. That is called lust. We should be able to see Krishna everywhere, Krishna in everyone. Yo mam pasyati sarvatra, sarvam cha mai pasyati, tasyagam na pranashyami, sachame na pranashyati. One who sees me everywhere, in everything, one who sees everything in me, for him I am not lost, for me he is not lost. That's what Krishna is saying. So that way, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, if we just do everything as an offering unto Krishna, then Krishna is seated in our heart as the super soul. He gives us everything we need. We are not going to lose anything, even materially speaking. I have mentioned so many times in the past. Krishna's devotees are not going to be beggars, not going to be beggars. They are not going to suffer. They are not going to struggle. Because we see that Arjuna, in the battlefield, Krishna was driving Arjuna's chariot. That's what Krishna will do to his devotees. He will not let his devotees struggle for their daily bread. Krishna will take care of us very nicely. Krishna will give us what all we need. We have to simply understand and realize that our Lord, our Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, who is our father, mother, everything. Pitagam asya jagato mata data pitamaga vedyam pavitram omkara riksama yajur evacha. That's what Krishna said. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So in the 18th chapter, sloka number 49, Krishna is teaching us that asakta buddhigi sarvatra jitatma vigatas sprighaha naiskarmya siddhim paramam sanyasena adhigacchati. So when we are attached to Krishna, we are going to be unattached to everything in this material world. Asakta buddhi sarvatra. That's what is very important. We studied at length about this sloka when I explained that we have to be completely detached. We have to cut down all our attachments to this material world. Already in the 15th chapter about the inverted banyan tree, Krishna has given us a very nice analogy about how our attachments to this material world, they are all strongly rooted. Suviruda moolam. So they are all very strongly rooted. So we don't know where it is beginning, where it is ending. We don't know. We just have to cut. Asanga sastrena dridena chit. Na rupamasyega tatopalabhyate nanto na chadike na cha sampratista asvatamenam suviruda moolam asanga sastrena dridena chitva tatat padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gatana nivartanti bhuyaka Tvameva chadyam purusham prapadye yata pravrittir prasiddha purani. So that's what we need to understand. So we have to cut down all our attachments to everything in this material world. So that is simply possible only by getting ourselves very much attached to Krishna. So asakta buddhige sarvatra jitatma. So by controlling our mind, vikata sprukaka, free from all desires. So at that time, free from all reactions, naiskarmya siddhim paramam sanyesana adhigacchati. We will be able to achieve that. So that is very much possible. One who is self-controlled and unattached and who disregards all material enjoyments can obtain by practice of renunciation the highest perfect stage of freedom from reaction. So that's why I've also mentioned so many times in the past that anyhow we are forced to give up everything in this material world at the time of death. That's going to happen for everyone. Why can't we give up voluntarily ourselves and focus our mind fully on Krishna? Then we can go to Goloka. It's very simple. Logic-wise, it's really very simple. Anyhow, we are forced to give up everything. When death comes, when our heart stops, then we are going to leave everything. So knowingly, we should not be attached to anything, attached only to Krishna. So then we don't have to come back. So that's what we need to understand from this Bhagavad Gita. Siddhim prapto yatha brahma tathapnoti nibodhame samasenaiva kaunteya nisthañanasya ya param. So by achieving that siddhi, how one can attain Brahman, that is the Supreme Lord, how we can go to Goloka. Tata apnoti nibodhame. Yatha tata apnoti. How to go? You hear from me. Nibodhame. I will explain to you. Samaseneva kaunteya. Nisthañanasya yapara. How one can be situated in knowledge and achieve that. O son of Kunti, learn from me how one who has achieved this perfection can attain to the supreme perfectional stage, Brahman, the stage of highest knowledge, by acting in the way I shall now summarize. Nibodhame. So, in the next 3 slokas, Krishna is explaining very clearly. Buddhya visuddhaya yukto dhrityatmanam niyamya cha sabdadin vishayam styaktva ragadvesha vyudasya cha vivikta sevi lagvasi yatavakaya manasaga Dhyana yoga paro nityam vairagyam samupashitaga ahankaram balam darpam kamam krodam parigraham vimuchya nirmamaha shanto brahma bhuyaya kalpate. This is how one can attain the Brahman platform, Brahman level. So, Brahman level. So, once we give up everything in this material world, we can achieve Brahman level like this. That is Buddhya Visuddhaya. So, with our intelligence, we should purify ourselves. And Yukto and Dhrityatmanam Niyamyacham. And Dhritya with determination. So, we should be able to control our mind. Atmanam Niyamya. We should regulate our mind. And Sabdadin Vishayam Styaktva. All the senses, all the sense objects including the Sabda. Sabda is, out of all the sense objects, the sound is the very important. It starts with Sabda. That's why Sabdadin Vishayam Tyakva, starting from sabda, sound, the sense of hearing, sense of smelling, sense of tasting, sense of touching, so all these things, sense of seeing, all these 5 sense objects, one should be able to give up the attachment to the sense objects. Visaya means sense objects. So ragadvesa vyudhasyacham. So one should be freed from attachment and aversion. Ragadvesa vivikta sevi. So vivikta sevi means like living in a solitary place. So aspiring to live in a solitary place. And lagwasi means eating little. One should not eat too much. Lagwasi. Yatavakaya manasagam. So with the walk, with our speech and mind, our body and mind, and everything should be under the control. That's what Yatavakaya manasagam. Then dhyana yoga paro nityam. So by performing dhyana yoga, so by performing the meditation, so manasamyamya machitto, that's what Krishna said there. So dhyana yoga paro nityam, vairagyam samupashitagam. So all these things with the determination, with the detachment, vairagyam samupashitagam, ahangaram, balam, darpam, kamam, krodam, parigraham, everything vimuchya. So ahangaram, the false ego, and thinking that we are strong, this darpam, pride, and kamam, lust, and krodam, anger, all these things, parigraham, all these things, vimuchya, giving up everything, nirmamo, not claiming any proprietorship, not thinking that I want this and that, and santo, and being peaceful, one can attain the Brahman platform, Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. That is the way of achieving the Brahman level. So that's what should happen to us before we die. Then you'll go to Goloka. We cannot simply say that, oh, it's very difficult to do, it's hard. But if our love and affection towards Krishna is very strong, if we love Krishna very, very strong, then this is going to be extremely easy. Krishna says that sulabham, sulabhagapartha. Ananya chetaga satatam yomam smarati nityasaga tasyagam sulabhagapartha nityayuktasya yoginaga. We just have to do only one thing at the time of death. So just remember Krishna, that's it. So that means we should train ourselves to forget everything else in this material world. So that means we have to train ourselves to remember only Krishna, then we can achieve. But again, materially speaking, we are not going to lose anything. Krishna is going to take care of very nicely, and we are going to enjoy. Krishna is going to make sure that we are not going to suffer and struggle. But this love on Krishna is going to bring us so much of peace and happiness and satisfaction. Machitta madgata prana bodhayantaga parasparam kadayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. That's what Krishna said. So always thinking about me, Machitta, and dedicating their lives unto me, Madgata Prana, and Bodhayantaka Parasparam, and always enlightening, explaining about me to Kadayantascha Mam Nityam, always talking about my kathas. So Tushyanticha Ramanticha, my devotees derive great satisfaction and bliss. So that's what will happen when we enjoy Krishna consciousness. So being purified by his intelligence and controlling the mind with determination, giving up the objects of sense gratification, being freed from attachment and hatred, one who lives in a secluded place, who eats little, who controls his body, mind, and power of speech, who is always in trance and who is detached, free from false ego, false strength, false pride, lust and anger, and acceptance of material things, free from false proprietorship and peaceful, such a person is certainly elevated to the position of self-realization. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 3 slokas today, 51 to 53 in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. We'll chant 2 rounds, which will roughly take about 15 minutes. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare 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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Chitra Kamal Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna. You understood everything today, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Guruji,
Hare
I have
Krishna.
one question. I just want to ask one question. For a normal human being, absolutely normal human being, how does that person differentiate between kama and prema? One is a materialistic and one is a spiritual. For a normal human being, I'm talking about.
Normal being is controlled by the three modes of material nature. So we understand from Bhagavad Gita that when karma comes, So we are very clearly understood in the second chapter. Krishna said that Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaga Sangaste Supajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaga. Then Kamat Krodho Abhijayate. So the Kama itself, it comes from the when Sangha comes, the attachment comes. Sangat Sanjayate Kama. So that means that attachment comes when we are thinking about the sense objects. When the mind thinks about the sense objects, so it's for anyone in this material world. When they think about the sense objects, so then attachment comes. So that means we will come under the control of the Rajoguna. Kama yesa, Krodha yesa, Rajoguna Samudbhavaga. So this Kama and Krodha is produced from the Rajoguna. Kama yesa, Krodha yesa, Rajoguna Samudbhavaga. So that means when we come under the control of, when we think about the material sense objects, so Rajo Ragatmakam with the Trishna Sangha Samudbhavam. So this Rajoguna itself is produced from the Raga. Raga is attachment. So if the attachment comes on the material sense objects, then Rajoguna is produced, and then from Rajoguna, Kama and Krodha are produced. So that means for anyone who thinks about the sense objects, meditates the sense objects, who thinks that they want to enjoy the sense objects, then immediately all these things happens. So that's what we studied, that Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaga Sangaste Supajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaga Kamat Krodho Abhijayate Krodhat Bhavati Sammokhaga Sammokhat Smriti Vibhramaga Smriti Brahmshat Buddhinasu Buddhinasat Pranashiti. All this chain reaction, it's all chain reaction only. Everything starts from Dhyayato Vishaya. So while contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them. From such attachment, lust develops. From lust, anger arises. From anger, delusion arises. From delusion, memory is bewildered. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost. When intelligence is lost, he falls down into the material pool. So what happens if we think about Krishna? Dhyayato Krishna Pumsaga. Then also attachment comes. Sangha, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaga Sangaste Supajayate. Here, Dhyayato Krishna Pumsaga Sangaste Supajayate. Then also attachment comes. From that Sangha, what comes? Not Kama, Prema. Sangha Sanjayate Prema. So that's where the Prema comes, when you are attached to Krishna. You understand that?
Okay. Yes. And Guruji, so is there any transitional from materialistic desires to spiritual love? Is there a transition zone for human being, normal human being I'm talking about? Not everybody is so blessed as to be, given the Bhagavad Gita and to know the Bhagavad Gita or being with a guru. So I'm asking that, is there a transition from one to the other?
Without thinking about Krishna, there is no transition at all, Mataji. Normal human being means without the knowledge of, that's why Krishna said that only 1 in 1,000 endeavor for perfection, correct? So the statistics is really 0.1% only, 1 in 1,000 only. Manushyanam Sahasresu Kaschit Yatati Siddhe. So many people know that we are studying Bhagavad Gita. You also must have told many people, but not everybody comes here. So that is the reality. So that means 999 out of 1,000 will be like that way only.
So you mean like as Hindus, we are born and taught to celebrate every religion, every festival, and then fold our hands, wear new clothes, etc., etc. That I don't think is in right spirituality. Correct, Guruji? That is not.
Without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that's what is very important.
Yes,
so
Guruji.
Bhagavad Gita knowledge is the key differentiator, whether you know Bhagavad Gita or not. That is the main thing.
Yes, Guruji.
Otherwise, if you don't know Bhagavad Gita, then means you don't know Shastra. So that means it's all, they're all, that faith is only only sentimental faith. Sentimental faith can be shaken. But philosophically, when you get to understand that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, you know all about Krishna, so then things will be different. Yes, Mother.
Yes, Guruji, I understand, Guruji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Hina Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for today's class. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Mohan Prabhu, Hare Krishna. R.K. Koyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Sadhar Danvat Pranam Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Guruji, for a nice session. I joined late when the chanting was on, but I will see it during the day on YouTube. So grateful to you, Guruji. No questions for today. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank
Hare
you for
Krishna.
the
Mataji.
class. Yes, Guruji, thank you very much for the class. It's very, very relishing to hear Krishna's mercy on all of us, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Krishna's mercy only. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Mataji. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you for the class,
Hare
Guruji. Thank you very much for the class, Guruji. Nice explanation also today on how Rajaguna develops
Yes, ma'am.
and the differentiation between Prema and Kama. Thank you, Guruji. And today's class was also very good, Guruji, about what is our ultimate goal in life, how we should
Yes,
not
ma'am.
let go of that. If everything we relate, we are able to, think whether it is towards the ultimate goal that I have, then I think we can direct our actions accordingly, our day-to-day actions. Although the pull of this thing, no, the Rajaguna things is more, we can at least know that we are getting going in that
That is,
direction. So that knowledge is
that,
what Bhagavad Gita gives us. It clearly allows us to discern between whether we are going on the right path or we are being pulled in other directions.
that is correct.
Thank
Over
you,
a
Guru.
period of time, we are definitely Krishna's mercy. Day by day, we are progressing towards Krishna, no doubt, with this knowledge.
Yes. Because I remember 3 years or 4 years back when we first started the class, 4 years back, I used to, during the COVID time, I used to like plants a lot, growing plants at home. And
Yes,
I was little crazy also about it. And I'd asked you
yes,
a
ma'am.
question that I'm constantly getting pulled towards, buying new plants or doing things like that. And at that time itself, you told it is a kind of attachment. And that we should be recognizing that that is also a form of attachment.
Yes, Mother.
Right.
When we decide to do everything for Krishna, then everything is spiritualized. That's the important thing. Whatever we are interested, whatever we are good at it, we should literally do that only for Krishna. Then everything is fine. Yes, Mother.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Guruji.
you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Pranam.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. Thank you so
Prabhu.
much. Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare Krishna
Krishna.
Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Narela Srinivas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Guruji. So I heard that to learn to be in love with Krishna, we should go methodically. We should study the books and learn the Shastra.
It is correct.
So after learning only we will be able to attach Krishna more. So
That
without
is correct.
learning, if without learning, it is like emotional, like attachment. It may be vanished at any point of time. So what is the step-by-step book? What is the first book we should read? What is the next book? Is it the methodical
I think
order
for
of
us,
learning?
for us, Prabhu, right now I'm planning. I hope at some point it will happen. Krishna's mercy. We should read Srimad Bhagavatam, especially the 10th canto, which has got 90 chapters, all about Krishna. So about how our Supreme Lord Sri Krishna came to this world and what kind of leelas, wonderful pastimes he did. So much Vyasadeva has written for us. Vyasadeva was very much thinking about our future at that point of time, because even after compiling all the Vedas and writing Mahabharata and everything, he was not satisfied at all. We know that I mentioned in the past also about this, like when his guru Narada approached his disciple Vyasadeva, and at that time Narada asked him, why you are looking very sad? So what's the reason? So at that time he was telling that I did all these things, but still I'm not happy that I have done everything for the future generation. So at that time he asked Narada, advised Vyasadeva to write about Krishna's pastimes. That's what Srimad Bhagavatam, about Krishna's devotees pastimes. So then only he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam. So for us, I'm sure Krishna will give us some opportunity for us to enjoy studying Krishna's wonderful pastimes, Prabhu. That way our attachment towards Krishna will increase like anything, no doubt. Prabhu.
So Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, we should start with the 10th canto, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Centered Srimad Bhagavatam, we can start from the first canto also, but depending upon your time, 10th canto is all about Krishna, 90 chapters. That is the largest canto with 90 chapters, close to 4,000 verses out of 18,000. So you can start that. You will develop so much attachment to Krishna, no doubt. Prabhu. We will also study at some point of time in future. Yes,
Okay, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Thank you.
thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandot
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Ungo Nandi sir.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Nandi Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Dandot
Prabhu.
Pranam
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna.
Dandot Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Dandot
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna. Dandot Pranam. Hare Krishna. Ganesh Udupa Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Your plan for about Krishna's attachment to Krishna, starting Srimad Bhagavatam, very nice, Prabhuji.
Yes, it will happen at some point of time. Soon it should happen. I'm praying to Krishna. Let us see. Yes, Prabhu.
Love to hear from you, Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yes, Prabhu. We should enjoy. All of us will enjoy about Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
We told this is very important, attachment and love for Krishna, today's class.
That is correct.
That is
Very,
very,
very
very important, Prabhu.
Yes,
Because we have to develop love for Krishna, then only the other attachment will go away.
That's it. Automatically it will go away. Param drishva nivartate. That's all. When you experience the higher taste, the lower taste will go away.
Please request Lord Krishna to give one vision, Prabhuji, when you come to India. Hare
Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Navya Mataji, Hare Krishna. Namaste, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jnanavel, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Professor Jnanavel. Lakshmi Sridhar, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
By the trustless mercy of Krishna, I could attend Bhagavad Gita, the topmost knowledge class, but today I was a little bit late. From the place I started hearing you, I will just tell you. We have to learn that we are the soul and soul cannot be killed at all. Whereas the body is a temporary thing, always changes. Every cells are getting changed day by day. The reality is the soul being manifested inside the body. It perceives all the changes, Kaumara, Yavana, and Jara. That is all this Yavanam, Kaumara, and old age, all these changes. The soul is perceiving. And in this material world, everything is changing. Only soul does not change. That is a permanent thing, never changes. We have to understand we are not the body, we are the soul. We have to find Siddhi, perfection, how to get perfection. We get Siddhi only by performing Swakarma perfectly, And we have to worship the person, the God, Supreme Lord, from whom all the living entities emerge and come from, and by whom everything is pervaded. Then we can achieve perfection. Krishna says, whatever you do, do it as a offering to me only. We have to follow Krishna's religion, Krishna's instructions with faith and without envy. Then we will be free from all bondage. Those who fail, those who have no faith in Krishna, they are bereft of all this knowledge. We have to follow Krishna's instructions for getting Siddhi. One who gives up spiritual instructions and knowledge of Bhagavad Gita acts himself in self for selfish desires, not going to achieve Siddhi, and he is not happy at all. There is no Paramgati. We have to realize Krishna is the Supreme Lord and love Krishna. One who sees Krishna in everything, he is not lost. We know that Krishna is seated in our heart as a super soul. By understanding this, we get perfection and permanent happiness. Krishna will take care of us, and Krishna is like our mother, father, and everything. In 18th sloka, 18th chapter, 50th sloka, Krishna is telling, to achieve Siddhi, we can achieve Siddhi by Swakarma, by worshipping Krishna, and by whom everything is provided. We will get worshipping that Supreme Lord, we get Siddhi. And I will tell you how to achieve Brahman. That is in the 50th sloka. And today, sloka number 51 to 53, Krishna is telling how to attain Brahman level. With our intelligence, we purify ourselves with determination, control, and regulating our mind. All the sense objects we have to, that is right from Shabda, all sense objects, we have to give up the attachments. We have to free from Raga, Dvesha, and living in a secluded place, eating limitedly, and body, mind, everything under control by performing meditation, dhyana yoga, with detachment from all, free from false ego, pride, lust, anger, and giving up all, not claiming proprietorship. Peaceful, we have to be in peacefulness. One can attain Brahman level. Just remember Krishna at the time of death and be in Krishna consciousness always. That is the way how to attain this Brahman level. Very nicely understood. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thoroughly enjoyed interesting session, interesting interactions. Enjoyed thoroughly. In the beginning, interesting thing you have said. You again said that the soul cannot be killed, but about our body, molecular level, cellular level, it is changing every 7 years. Completely changed from from the youth, childhood, youth, and this time so many times we have changed our body. So this is the destructible, and only the soul is eternal, and it remains. It cannot be killed. Interesting. And today's slokas also are very enlightening and very interesting. I think they are giving us the way how we can achieve those things. Really interesting sloka. But from today's sloka, I have one question from the first sloka, first word. The term Vishuddha Buddhi Vishuddhya has come. Can you elaborate on what is the Vishuddha Buddhi?
So Vishuddhis means it's purified. So it's Suddha, Visuddha, both are same. So with Visuddha, our intelligence should be purified, with fully purified intelligence. That's what one should be engaged, yukta. So that's what means we should be purified by our intelligence. So that's what Buddhya Visuddhaya. That means Buddhya means by intelligence. Visuddhya means purified. So what is intelligence? It's a very good question, Prabhu. Intelligence comes from Krishna, of course. We understand from Bhagavad Gita very clearly that Krishna said that tesam satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti. So buddhi is the one which is above the mind. So, and which comes from Krishna, dadami buddhi yogam tam. I give the intelligence by which they can come to me. So that means if we have intelligence, that means our soul is purified. Kayena manasa buddhya kevalair indriyairapi yoginaka karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma suddhaye. So one should perform with body, mind, and intelligence, and the senses, and everything, all the activities without any attachment for the purification of the self. So that means if we have intelligence, means we are yukta. So yukta means we are connected with Krishna. So then only we will get intelligence. So nasti buddhi ayuktasya. So when a person is not connected with Krishna, when a person is not having the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, not following the principles of Bhagavad Gita, so that is known as ayukta. So at that time you lose the intelligence, nasti buddhi. So if intelligence is there, then we can select, we can do things in the right way, and that way it is in fact in the Kathopanishad, like the chariot is compared to our body. So and the passenger sitting on the chariot is the soul, and the driver of the chariot is the intelligence, and the horses are the senses, and the ropes to control the horses, they are the mind. So without intelligence, you cannot even go in the right direction. So that way, if we have intelligence, so that means our soul will be purified and we will be able to go in the right direction towards Goloka. So that's what we should do. So that's why buddhya visuddhaya. So that means by purifying ourselves with the intelligence. So that's what Krishna says. You understand that, no?
Thank you, Guru. You beautifully explained. Really
Yes.
interesting. You made it wonderful. Very interesting
Yes,
introduction. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Oh, Guruji,
Hare Krishna.
Guruji, Hare Krishna. Guruji, I want to say the mind and intelligence are different. Correct?
That is correct.
Correct. So what is the kind of how would you explain this to a normal person, that how is your mind and it's very difficult for a person to understand that your mind and your intelligence, they are two different things. So how does one differentiate it?
In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that Indriyani parani ahu indriyebhyo param manaha manasastu para buddhi yo buddhi paratastu saha. So senses are superior to dull matter, mind is above the senses, and intelligence is above the mind, and the soul is above the intelligence. So also Krishna says that Bhumi Rapo Analo Vayu Kam Mano Buddhir Evacha Ahankara Mitiyam Me Binna Prakriti Rastada. Earth, water, fire, air, space, and mind, intelligence, and false ego, Ahankara. So all these things are my 8 separated natures. So mind and intelligence, they are different. So that way, intelligence, both mind, intelligence, and Ahankara, these 3 makes our subtle body. So Sukshma Sharira. So the Sukshma Sharira is the one we carried from our previous life and will carry to the next body also. So that won't, we will not leave that Sukshma Sharira here. So our mind comes with our next, in fact, our next body itself depends upon what our mind remembers. Okay. So yam vapi smaran bhavam tejatyante kalevaram tam eveti kauteya sada tadbhava bhavitaha. So what our mind remembers at the time of death, then only that only we are going to get it. So that way, mind, intelligence, and ahankara, they are all part of the sukshma sharira. Yes, Mother. So they are different. So intelligence is there. Intelligence guides the mind. If the mind listens to intelligence, so then we are good. But if the mind listens to senses, then we are in trouble. So senses are superior to dull matter. Mind is above the senses. Intelligence is above the mind, and soul is above the intelligence. If the mind listens to intelligence, then we will be able to buddhya dhriti grihitaya atma samstam manakritva. So with intelligence only we can get the determination. Buddhya dhriti. Dhriti comes from intelligence. Buddhya dhriti grihitaya. Then only we will be able to control our mind. Atma samstam manakritva. Nakinchit tapichinte. So how we can control our mind? We need determination. We need determination, dhriti, to control our mind. And how we can get dhriti? Only with intelligence, with buddhi. So that's why it's very important, intelligence. You understand that, Mataji?
Understood. Yes, very well, Guruji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you.
Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu. Pranam, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Can you hear my voice? Okay.
Yes.
Very nicely about the sloka, Mahati, intelligence, that is nice way. So it's quite very, I'm very indebted to you because of the going on. That's why I'm able to attend. So very, very nice to teach this class. Very useful class to connect the source, and above everything, only Gita is the ultimate source. So without, we cannot every inch, 20%. Bhagavad Gita is the only guide, the torch bearer of our life. Guruji, you guide us, and by which we can attain that Brahma Loko Haridham. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for nice class.
Thank you, Mataji. It's Krishna.
Sadhana mark is very difficult, Guruji. But by continuous practice and determination and full faith for Krishna.
Definitely, Mataji. Krishna will help us,
we
no
can
doubt.
reach Siddhi, Guruji.
Krishna is waiting to take us to Goloka. Yes, Mataji. We just have to be ready.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Yeah,
Hare
today interaction session and today's sloga, everything has given the enlightenment. So this is what is needed in life.
Yes,
so we
Prabhu.
got everything within this 1 hour. So we don't know how things started in the morning, how it's going to end. So the best thing is leave it to Krishna that he will start it in a good manner, and conclusion is we go into a sleep. When we are tired, we go into sleep. So one thing which interference which I can draw, that is Krishna as a father of whole universe, he want his child to do a kind of this thing. See, a lot of confusion happens with the intelligence mind. So many our Prabhuji, Mataji has questioned. They want to understand what is basically intelligence. Say, intelligence is not a bookish intelligence. The intelligence is totally different. That intelligence gives possessiveness towards the God. Possessiveness towards the God without having any ego. So if I call it that I am a best lecturer, I am a best professor, best chartered accountant, there you gone. That means the ego comes in between. So all that intelligent which come through knowledge is not enough. Krishna will not get happy that because the ego comes in between. So when you are totally selfless, the intelligence take care of you. So it's very, very difficult to have selfless life. For that only, there are Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and many yoga has been determined by Tulsidas, Kabir Das. They put Rama in front. So there is no difference between Rama and Krishna. Both are same. So the way the father wants their son or daughter, at least in a day, they should pray for at least half an hour to God and do some slogas, sit and pray, meditate, and away from the materialistic life. The normal father mother expects this. So just imagine if a materialistic father mother expects from their son and daughter a simple thing to stay with God for 2 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever it is. So the Supreme God expects us, since we have taken the birth, come towards me. You don't have any other business other than come to me. I will take care of you. So what is happening is that senses, we carry certain kind of intelligence, which is not a pure conscious intelligence. It's a materialistic intelligence. So it will not give us a rightful direction until unless we are become selfless. So how to become selfless is an important question. For that only, there are many yogis through their bhakti yogi. Say, take a case of Tyagaraja Brahma. Say, he never differentiated Rama and his soul. So he made a lot of kirtana. He made a lot of poetic this thing. Still, all Carnatic kirtana is going with the Tyagaraja kirtana only. So why Tyagaraja kirtana is become so famous, is become godly and purely, we still consider. Still in a yearly once in Thiruvarur, some other part of Tamil Nadu, it happens on a full day, only to devote Rama, and his bhakta is Tyagaraja. So Tyagaraja never thought that whatever he has does, whatever kirtana he did for Rama, he never differentiated. He become oneself. So that is the beauty of that intelligence. So they are inseparable. When you become inseparable, then you are getting that kind of intelligence. Once you get into that influence, it is like a what call you don't need any other thing. It become a nasha. So once you get a Krishna nasha, I don't know what is the toxicization even you get of Krishna, you will go to a different platform. The Hanubhava says when you sing a beautiful kirtana about a God, you yourself immerse into it. Maybe for that 10 minutes, it happens. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Hare
So
Hare.
thank you very much for the beautiful class. So it is enlightening each and every individual. So one thing it gives that all the souls are equal and all the souls only wants the Krishna to be their guide and philosopher. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for today's class.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtana.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
భగవద్గీత ఒకప్పుడు నాకు నిజం. ఏం చేసావా? ఇది వాళ్ళంతా పెద్ద బాగా ఉన్నాయి కదా. చీనా మేస్తున్నా చూడు ఏదైనా చెప్పలే గాలి పోయేదా పెట్రోల్ పాత ఉండే మంచి కంపెనీ దగ్గరికి పోవాల్సింది.